line about I own 10% of Grindr, but then Mike and Alec and all them looked it up, and if I did, I would be like a multi-billionaire. So I had to say a small percentage of Grindr. So Grindr's really successful.
Yeah, little insight into the filming process.
The less vowels, the better. What?
How does Grindr make money? Is it?
Well, I think it's all the bathroom stall rentals. You know what I mean? Nationwide, by the hour.
There are people queuing up behind empty mic stands right now.
Yes, they are. There will be mics there soon. There will be. But it's interesting, and actually you joke, except, but do any of you actors actually have, or even your creators, are you investors in any startups? Because we see it here all the time. It's sort of like a new restaurant, perhaps.
Not yet. Somebody pitched TJ when we shot our 7th and 8th episode. It's this thing called TechCrunch Disrupt, and we had some of the extras were real startups. And who's the guy that?
The guy comes up to me, this fucking mess, right? And he's like, "Hey, you seem like you have it together. We'd like you to be a spokesperson for our website, way.com." And then he took a good pause and he goes, "What's around you?" And I was like, okay. And I wanted him to go away because he was really weird, but I thought it'd be funny, so I just go, "All right, you got 2 minutes, pitch." And he just went right into it. He's like, "We got a vertical platform, we're doing cross," he just went on and on and on. And I listened, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know anything about websites or anything," so. And he was like, "But I'm like you, I'm the you know, in the show, you're like, you don't know anything about computers, and you're a good salesman, and you get high all the time." And I was like, "That's you of your company?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Great pitch."
And when TJ wasn't receptive, he came up to me, and I want to tell you guys about way.com. It's a great multi-platform,
vertically integrated mobile app, which allows you to find out what's around you, because none of you have ever heard of Yelp.
There's a good chance that guy is here right now.
Is he just in the back, one single tier?
What's around me, my enemies?
Yeah. The tier is green binary from the Matrix.
What's around me? Sadness. Money, it's everything I do.
Not enough money.
I think I just knew it was inside me, isn't it? Sadness. Was there a good question that we should be answering?
We have a mic. We have a mic on this side now, so we'll start with that. Yes.
I can't guarantee it's a good question, but I have a question and a comment.
All questions are good questions.
Thank you. I'm an actor and I have a day job doing quality assurance engineer. And I bring this up because I worked in Silicon Valley for 10 years and this was spot on and you guys were brilliant, it was hilarious. And I was curious, and this isn't meant to be a challenging question, it's meant to be, I'm curious. Is there any plans to have female characters down the line who are engineers?
Well, that's a good but challenging question. No, absolutely not.
It's going to be ridiculous.
We live in a society with a glass ceiling, and so you can see what's above you, but you'll never be able to get there. Thank you. Next question.
We have an agreement that if there is a female engineer, we're walking from the show.
Just saying. We're the most effeminate. We've had enough of it. I thought I brought enough feminine energy. Yeah, Thomas and I brought enough feminine energy for all the ladies.
Yes, yeah.
Does it feel like we've answered your question?
Her presence still at the microphone indicates an unsatisfactory response.
What do you think the ratio is of men to women as engineers in actual Silicon Valley?
There's
Well,
not a lot.
I know it's not enough.
But they are there.
But do you think that's an accurate representation of how many men and how many women are involved in Silicon Valley? It is a bit of a boys' club, wouldn't you say, or no? Isn't that the reason that you're asking why there aren't more female characters?
Yeah.
Maybe what you should be asking is Silicon Valley, why do you, as a source material for this HBO show, not have more women working in your world? Because you don't.
Because they don't know how to talk to girls.
The guys don't?
They
Or
don't.
maybe women don't know how to make nerds feel comfortable. You, a beautiful woman, ask dorky nerds, and you ask these challenging questions.
Why didn't you just bring us a pewter bust of Han Solo and not make us talk?
All right, I think we've answered the question in a satisfactory manner.
This would be a great time for me to hand the microphone over to a woman, but too bad no one's on the stage like that.
Yeah, we have to true. Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to answer the question. Like,
You're the only woman. None of us
well,
have
and I
anything
hope
to say.
that my presence helps, with that. But I mean, the creators can take that over. But I do know that, with my character, there's talks of Marissa Mayer, who big CEO at Yahoo, and someone that I watched a lot of her interviews and was so excited to see such an articulate woman who had charisma and personality, and she loved football, and she was like fucking rad. And I tried to, I said I'm wearing a dress. So tried to bring some of that into the character. As far as the rest of the representation, I will pass the baton down the line.
Oh,
Hey, Mike, why don't you pick this one?
the answer is yes.
Awesome.
No, I mean, the thing, this is, the tech world, as you know, is like that. I have a picture I took at the TechCrunch Disrupt of the audience, and it's like maybe 2% female. My ex-wife was an engineer, also worked in the tech world. I know they're there. So yeah, we've talked about it. We're just starting.
Hey y'all look and feel real good. Actually,
That was the strangest.
yeah. So anyway, Mike, I've been watching your stuff since Beavis and wait, right, and by the way, I'm not Asian. I'm German, Cherokee, and Scotch-Irish.
Are you holding a cowboy hat on a walking stick?
Damn right.
Perfect. Oh no, much better. Yes.
All right. Next
All right, listen. After last, for my thespian sister over there, she needs to check out Gina Davis's foundation.
You guys are later.
Or later for the ladies. Anyway, question I have is, I was telling my wife, I may not even like this because I've only watched your animated stuff, Mike. And after watching it, I did mark a 5. That means good, right? So thank you very much.
Thank you.
The question I have is the first scene before the credits roll on the very first episode. I noticed there was 4 guys standing around with beers in their hand. Was that on purpose in honor of King of the Hill?
No, it didn't even occur to me.
Well, I noticed it, and I think if I noticed it, other people did, and I liked it. So thank you. My name is Liam Stone. Thank you.
Liam Stone, thank you so much.
He's not Asian.
He is available for didgeridoo birthday parties.
The old follow that.
It will be easy.
It would be great if every question did start with whether you are Asian or not. I think that would just help establish our tone. So please answer that.
Also, let us know if you are an actor and what instruments you play, but not by telling us actually play it.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm Hispanic. That checks out. Continue. I'm an actor.
Okay.
My question's for Mike Judge. Yes. How you doing? Thank you for being specific too, so we can just get to the punch. That was my question. Thanks. Let me elaborate.
Okay, my name is Amanda and I'm a student at George Mason University. I'm an HBO campus agent. We promote the shows on campus, and I have a question from a student at George Mason. His name is Kevin Dugan.
Is he Asian?
He's not.
Okay.
Dugan, you couldn't tell?
I don't know.
Irish.
Okay. You can have. I'm so sorry, Amanda. Dugan.
He wants to know how difficult it is to take a subject matter that's been typically defined by being inaccessible to most people, like coding and venture capital, and making it accessible to a television audience.
Do we do that?
You do.
Yeah, look, it's hard. What these guys do for a living in the show is sort of inherently unfilmable. So doing a show about that, I've always said there's a reason there are tons of cop shows and tons of hospital shows, because you just hang around there and interesting stuff happens. But watching people type is not probably the most fascinating thing in the world. So yeah, we do a lot of work to try and make these things, visual and have discussions and arguments as opposed to just watching these guys type. So a lot of the writing process is, what are the interesting ways that we can depict this stuff and not have guys just stare at screens?
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm also a HBO campus agent, and I'm from VCU. And this is a question from a student, and his name is Trace Dean, and it's towards Mike Judge. How does Silicon Valley differ from other